everybody? What up? What up? Glad y'all are back. This is episode 6. Oh, man.
6 already?
Yeah, that sounds good. Episode 6.
It felt accelerated for me because I wasn't here last week.
Jesus. We didn't want him back. I had already planned to do the show by myself. So, and it'd have been all 3 cameras right here on me, just on me.
See, always got to be the man in the spotlight.
Yes, because I work. You was running around catching salmon.
Bro, you work 2 hours a day.
No, I don't. We're not going to do that.
2 hours a day.
All right, we on the show. We're not talking about my personal life. That's different. That's different. What up? What up? So, tell me about your vacation, man.
It was a good disconnect, I would say.
Okay.
Like where we go to a camping ground up Pulaski, New York. It's like right above Syracuse. And then what we do is called
That was a nice little ride.
Yeah, probably like 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
So we go salmon fishing, and it's a little bit different than regular fishing, where you literally the fish is not trying to bite, so you literally got to snag them out the water. So it's almost like hunting for fish. So like you can see a fish right in front of you, like a salmon right in front of you, and just you can sit there and do this all day, and the swimmer you can't get that bitch.
Oh, yeah, I'm not doing that. You touch the fish too?
Yeah, you gotta touch them.
No, I'm not doing that. There will be no touching of the fish.
Snag them out the water. They give you a good fight. Pull them up on shore.
I like my salmon when it's frozen and I peel the skin off and throw it in the pan. That part is already done for me.
Yeah, see, for us, we go through the whole thing.
No,
Catch them, got to get them clean, throw them in the freezer.
When I do that, it's already dead.
Yeah, we do it every year, though. We go up for like a week.
Yeah, because you was gone for a week.
Yeah, and then we usually...
That's not what he said, though. He didn't say I was going for a week. He said I'll be leaving on Friday.
I didn't say that. I just said I'm not going to be here on Friday.
Oh, okay. Okay, continue the story. Continue.
Yeah, so anyway, so after that, we came back with probably like 30 plus salmon.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't get one.
You want one?
I don't want shit. No, don't do it. We on camera. We on camera now. Don't try to give me one now. No, I don't want that shit.
You was talking shit last week. I was like, I was going to bring him something so he can cook for his lady.
I don't want shit. I don't want shit. I'll go to the store and get my own fresh salmon.
All right, pay for it. That shit free over here.
Do you want one? We're on camera now. We're in front of a lot of people now.
I gave some to Jessica. I gave her like 3 fish.
Watch this
See what happens when you're nice to me?
Fuck that salmon. I don't even, you know what? I'm cool.
You do eat salmon.
I do. I was great last. I don't even eat salmon.
See, for me, I don't eat salmon. Like if I go out to eat, I don't get salmon like that.
It's a beautiful thing.
Salmon for me is like a struggle food.
All right.
Cause like we go there every year, so my dad used to come back with like 50 fish.
Oh, that's why you don't like it.
Yeah, so by the time if it's like no food in the house,
but
here comes the salmon. Like
that's a good struggle.
It is a good struggle, but at the same time, you get sick of that shit. Like
you know what my struggle was?
I had salmon every time there's no food in the house. Salmon is like my oodles and noodles.
I didn't even have oodles and noodles. I think I had rice. We had rice. I just put that back on the menu. That was my struggle food. All that hot cereal shit, I don't eat that. You can't pay me to eat that.
Grits?
The grits, I'm cool. Oatmeal, cream of wheat, all that bullshit, I'm not eating that.
Yeah.
It's not enough money on the planet to make me eat that.
What about, what's another good struggle food? I hate lunch meat now.
That was luxury for me.
Lunch meat?
Yeah. What?
Lunch meat?
Bro, you know what our lunch meat was? Okay, I'm about to go back. Our lunch meat, the poor man lunch meat came in a tube.
The government joint?
Yeah, the government joint. So it came in this tube that you had to slice open and squeeze out. That was our lunch meat.
That shit sounds disgusting.
Oh, God, he's really coming at my lifestyle. Oh, God, I feel bad.
Yeah.
He's coming at my lifestyle.
Only thing I grew up a little bit off of government cheese, but that shit was...
We had a lot of that shit. I could have made a clubhouse out of that shit.
Yeah.
I had a fortress of that shit. We get that shit back. If we were selling something, it would be that. We got pounds of that shit. That shit would never melt in the pan.
I'm trying to think of another struggle food. Oodles and noodles.
What's in the struggle?
Sandwiches, peanut butter jelly for me was a struggle food.
We had peanut butter but no jelly.
Cereal. Like if I was hungry in the crib, no food, bowl of cereal.
That was a struggle food?
Cereal, yeah.
Oh my God, that was luxury. What the fuck?
I grew up good. Is that what you saying?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. You grew up good.
We had Circus O's. We didn't have Fruit Loops and all that type of stuff. We
grew up good. You grew up good.
Y'all
had food stamps?
Yeah, we had food stamps.
Oh, we had a lot of them. We had the books. So y'all probably had the card.
You had to, yeah.
We had the books with the
Where you had to go.
ones was
go
the
to
brown.
the store and get that shit.
Yeah, you had it came in a little book like this, and you flip it open like that, and you had to rip it out and give them that. They came in. The ones was brown. I think the greens was 10 or something like that. They all were different colors.
I used to hate going to the store. I hated going to the store with food stamps.
Bro,
as a kid.
I used to wait till everybody leave from the store, then go in. Because back then they was cruel. They would grind your ass up. Now I got to fight everybody. I'm crying like I'm mad.
Right.
So I waited till everybody left. Then I went in. Then, of course, I told myself I'm never getting on welfare. And I meant that shit. But I despise welfare. Like
somebody try to get you going in the store with food stamps now?
Yes. So we rented, so we buy the stamps, and I told my other half, give me the list, I'll go.
Right.
So boom, I get the list. I'm good. I got my earphones on, and I got a certain way I shop. Like if I'm in the aisle, so if bread is number 9 and I'm on number 2 and I'm in the aisle with the bread, I'll leave and go to number 3. Because the shit throws me off.
That's why they say don't send a man shopping.
Yeah,
like grocery shopping.
I'll be there forever.
I hate grocery shopping too.
I go strictly down the list, order. I don't jump out of order, and I'm cool with that. So I get up in line, and I got this card. I'm like, shit. I'm looking at each line. I'm looking at the teller. She's too young. He's too young. I'm definitely got to punch him in his mouth because he's going to tease me. Oh, shit, an old lady.
Right.
Now, mind you, I got a polo sweatsuit on and some Gucci's. And I got a food stamp card. I go to the old lady.
So you
I'm
look
chilling.
like one of them boys that
Yeah. Fraud like hell.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm chilling. I'm like, all right, cool. Don't you know, out of nowhere, this little Puerto Rican lady and her daughter get behind me.
Oh.
Now my heart is pounding. I'm about to have a panic attack. Anxiety is on a beam. I don't even know why. She probably had a card. Right. I don't know. So I got this card.
We can't look like that in front of her.
I'm freaking out. So I'm trying to be cool with everything. I get up to the lady. She bringing everything up, and she's gave my total, and I try to put the card in. So I'm panicking so much, not even paying attention to what I'm doing. I slide the card in there, and that shit go, Yo, bro, I broke out in the cold sweat. Oh, shit. And I go in my pocket and put my card in there.
And you pay for it with your regular.
I felt so good. Shit was like $300. I felt so good.
Yeah,
I got home.
Just put it on this joint. Yeah. I got it.
She grind me up so bad. I said, listen, I can't do welfare, man. They scarred me when I was a young boy so bad with food stamps. I just, no handouts from the government. I don't take it.
For us, it wasn't like that. We got food stamps. We more so like somebody would give us food stamps and we would have to go.
Nah, my mom been on that shit since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I hate stamps. I hate that shit. I hate it with a passion.
Well, we not on them no more, man.
No, we ain't on them no more.
Blessed.
And ain't going to. Bless. All right, so what's going on with the show today, man? We got a lot of information for you guys. We got a real packed, intense show for you guys.
Yes.
I think y'all going to have fun with us today.
Go ahead and say the prayer so we can get started.
Dear Lord, we want to thank you for waking us up this morning. We ask you that you continue to bless us each and every day. We ask you that you bless this podcast abundantly to the point that they ask us, how do we do it? And if we say, if it wasn't for God, it wasn't impossible. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen, amen, and amen.
All right. So for me, since I'm back, I wanted to go into all the losses that Philly has been taking this week.
Okay.
We've been taking a lot of losses.
Okay.
Starting off, Will Smith. What the hell? How do you feel? I'm gonna ask you first. How you feel about it?
And I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let you run.
Yeah, that's why I said
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you first, and then after that, it's going.
Honestly, I'm tripping.
I'm professional. See this shit?
I'm professional. Honestly,
You don't even know what to say.
yeah, because what I'm about to say is y'all ain't gonna like it. He bought that. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. And I'm gonna tell you why. He's been there for every single thing that she brought up.
Yeah.
He was there on the red tape.
Right.
He supported that. And she dogged him.
Right.
He was there for the book.
Yeah.
He support that. I can't feel sorry for you.
See, like for me, it's like So he showed up at her book memoir. She's out
Yes,
doing her book tour, or whatever the case may be. I call it the Embarrass Your Nigga tour.
it is. But
So
he brought that.
he, like, for me, it's like, how many times you gonna step in my throat before you like realize like this shit not cool?
That's why.
Because I
can't-
look at it like this. This is how I look at it. For me, as your husband, you supposed to respect me, love me, and all that other stuff. But like we said, top 5, respect is big when it
Number
comes
one.
down. Exactly.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to it, to me, she respect Tupac more than she respect her own husband.
That's why I can't.
She called Tupac a soulmate. She said she was in love with Tupac. She talked so highly of Tupac, which is cool. Like
It's not cool.
It's cool,
It's
but
not
don't put him here. And then every time you talk about me, you talking about how you.
If my other half tell me that her ex that's dead was her soulmate, well, your soul is about to go meet him. So y'all can really be soulmates right now.
Right, but
we not. I'm not doing that.
No,
I'm not doing
that. For him, I want to applaud him, but at this point in time, it's too much.
I ain't applauding shit.
For me, with the red table talk, I was like, all right, you being a big man. Like she went and slept with your son friend and put you on a red table with her.
And we're gonna talk about that.
And
I'll
we're gonna
flip
talk
that
about that
table.
shit.
That table be red, all right. That table will be red.
And then on top of that, it's like
Nah.
she make it seem like she ain't do no wrong. Like, oh, now it's a thing of like she's saying like they've been separated since 2016.
We just showed up at every red carpet.
Right.
No one knew we were separated.
Right. And then the Oscar situation happened. We slapped Chris Rock
Yeah.
and defended her honor and what she been through. And now she in the interview saying like, I don't know what was wrong with Will. I feel bad for Will. Like,
How you feel? You
I
gave
did
him the
that for-
look.
yeah,
You
I did
gave him the
that.
look like you better get up there.
right. And then for me, it's like as your man and as the man you came with, I'm your protector.
So here's another part.
So I know your struggle. I know what you've been through. I know how you feel. I seen you cry over this. I seen you cut your hair off. I seen you struggle with identity, stepping out. I seen all that. So for somebody to make a joke about that and then I defend you, yeah, you should have my back.
Fuck all that. After you said what you said the other day, I would have slapped her. And I ain't into hitting women, but yo, she got to get choked. She got to get shaked. That's what she need to. Motherfucker, you get my goddamn little girl. What the fuck is wrong with you?
But no,
Listen,
that
she went on and said Chris Rock tried to holler at her.
oh yeah, yeah.
This is the same Chris Rock I just got up and slapped.
Right.
Why you ain't tell me that?
Right.
This is what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, Will, you bought all that, bro. You have to get you deserve everything right now.
So I mean, now he's saying like, you ever love someone
No.
so much?
No, I don't want no coochie.
That you-
That's good. That
that you
good.
gonna be
I don't
there
want none of that
forever?
shit.
I said, listen, I don't. Y'all make me not want unconditional love. I don't want that shit. Make my shit conditional.
That's
so
stupidity. That ain't no goddamn unconditional love. She must have sucked that dick backwards. She had sparks coming out of his ass, bro.
Right, that shit like yo,
I don't want none of that.
shit.
I don't want none of that.
No
I don't
unconditional
want
love. If that's
none.
unconditional love, I don't want that.
If that is sunshine off
Give
of
me that.
Harlem's Night, I don't want no parts of that.
Right.
Yo, he did everything but sit in the corner while she had sex with somebody.
He
I'm
probably
waiting for
did.
that.
He
I'm about to
did.
say, I'm waiting for that to come out now.
Yeah, and then the thing about it, like, we don't need to be in y'all relationship. We already know y'all got a bad marriage. Just leave that shit over there.
Yeah, they doing way too much, bro.
Yeah.
So that's how. That's
Yeah, so that's one Philly loss that we got going on in the week. Eagles loss. That Jets loss. I kept saying they keep letting these Jets hang around, man.
I knew it was
And then when
Shut
Hurts
up.
threw that pick, that shit was over with. I was like, yep, that's about right.
He had Brown down there by himself, chilling 1-on-1.
Yeah.
I'm going down there.
Yeah, throw that shit.
Let it go. Let me get the pass in advance. He's too tall.
Right.
Too wide.
He's too strong.
Yeah.
Way
it's
too
not-
strong.
And he got a chance to
And they-
deflect it if it is close to an interception.
And they was missing both their starting quarterbacks. So that's not only one-on-one, but it's one-on-one with their backup.
Yeah.
Give me that. And he was torching the whole game. He had like 100 and something
And I'm
yards
tripping.
receiving.
Where he threw it at, it was no window.
Right.
You had to have a shotgun for that ball to get out of there that fast. You needed Brett Favre on.
You had somebody over top and somebody underneath.
Yeah.
To the point where the boy that was over top could just jump that joint.
That hurt my feelings.
I know. But it
This
hurt
is
my
why
team. I was just like, see,
Eagles Still love y'all. We riding. We only got one loss.
Right.
Let's not make this a habit.
I know.
Fix the problem.
But they got. I feel like they got to stop playing down to people. Like they scored 14 points in the first quarter.
Jets. I told Jets defense is good.
I understand that, but they also don't have no offense. So you getting ample chances on offense to move the ball and all that stuff. So you have to capitalize.
Yeah, you can't.
Teams like that, you got to put your foot on their throat and not let them up. Because you let them breathe for 1 second, interception.
Yeah,
now
you can't let
they
them
win
hang
the game.
around. You can't let that hang around.
Yeah.
One good news for Philly, we do got Julio
that's a win.
Jones now.
Yeah,
so,
Julio Jones is a win. Another win you don't know about, Brandon Graham, just our guy BG. He is now the most, what'd it say? Defensive player, longest streak of like starting games, 184 games.
Oh, wow. Congrats, BG. You ain't telling me that.
Yeah.
I'm going to call him today.
Yeah, so he is now the longest stand-in Philadelphia native that started for the Philadelphia team.
Amazing.
A defensive player, at least.
Yeah.
So,
congratulations on that.
And
That's
I
a
think
good win.
if he plays one more season after this, he'll be the longest Philadelphia native person that
would it be 15?
Yeah, year 15. If he stays
and I think
year,
he was shooting for 15.
Yeah, he was. But I talked to him the other day. He was like, "Bro, my body."
Yeah, you're getting there.
Bro, stick it out, bro.
Yeah, at least for one game and then retire.
Yeah, get year 15 and
play one. And listen, nobody in Philadelphia, nobody in the NFL for that reason is going to say anything if you did do that.
Right.
Get that 15 years. You put time in. You got a Super Bowl ring. You got
in Philadelphia,
career sacks.
BG gonna be loved.
Oh, he Hall of Famer.
I think he top 5 in Eagles sacks career wise.
Yeah,
top 5.
And I'm glad last year he got double digits.
Yeah,
that was a stain on him that he couldn't get double digits.
Right,
and he finally hit it.
Yeah.
So again, congratulations to BG.
And
that's
he
what's
did
up.
it with limited sacks. So
yeah, that's what's up.
All right, and then another loss. Phillies just lost yesterday. I don't know if you've been watching baseball.
Yeah, I've been watching it. I
never watched baseball so much in my life.
I did last year. I told you. Last year, I guess I jumped on the bandwagon. I've always been a baseball guy, but it was only playoffs.
I could never. Baseball was too slow for me.
But playoffs, it picked up. So I always watched
energy
baseball.
picks up, but the game was long. But I realized they got that new shot clock for the pitchers, pitcher clock or whatever the case may be. That speeds the game up a little bit. And for me, it was when I was like 22 or some shit like that. My girl took me to a Phillies game for my birthday. That game was so long and boring. We was there for like 3 hours. And the only thing that happened was a grand slam. And they just stood up and said, ah, and everybody sat back down. I'm like, that was it?
The key is,
like this.
I'm going to tell you what the key is. You have to watch every position.
And you gotta enjoy the innuendos of the game.
Yes.
So like every pitch,
you
gotta
appreciate
you have to
a
do. Curveball.
You gotta appreciate
a
slider. You gotta appreciate a switch up. You gotta appreciate all of that. The mechanics of when he swing. Like, oh God, that was way too. Why he reach for that? Why he stepping? So you have to appreciate the intimate parts of baseball to really watch a game. So that's what I learned that's how you really watch baseball. It's not enough action.
And like right now, Phillies is balling.
They running.
Yeah. So like the home runs and all that stuff, I'm all for that. So I actually went home and watched the game the other day. I ain't watched the last joint they lost, but the joint before that I watched that joint.
I mean, they gonna get it. It's the best out of 7. They get 4 wins, game over.
Right.
Yeah.
And then another loss I want to celebrate is your loss, because I told you with NIL what they was going to do.
What?
The quarterbacks, they was going to start practicing their leverage. And the USC quarterback, Khalid Williams, is now practicing his leverage, saying, one, he said, I will only play for, he said, the Raiders. What else he say? Raiders, Cowboys, Vikings, Giants, and 49ers. Mm-hmm. So he putting that out there before they even go to the draft. Mm-hmm. And then he even went a step further and saying, I want to have part ownership of whatever team that draft me. He is tripping. He's tripping.
Come on. Everybody say with me. Overseas.
So look, I did do more research. This happened before. Aaron Rodgers tried to do it. But NFL was like, no, we're not going to do it.
Bro, they're not going to do it.
So, but now I'm like, all right,
it's not going to happen, bro.
It just proved my win.
It didn't happen. It didn't prove.
It proved my win.
Because you talk about it don't mean it's going to happen.
All I said was they're going to start exercising leverage.
That's fine.
When it comes down to them getting drafted to certain teams.
And what did I say after that? That shield ain't gonna let that
We
happen.
don't know that yet. I'm taking my.
So you gonna put this quarterback
saying.
over Aaron Rodgers? So if Aaron Rodgers couldn't do it, what makes you think this bum gonna do it?
It's not that it will
not gonna happen, bro.
What I think is happening is because he also said like I don't have to come out next year. I can literally play at USC and make more money as a college quarterback than I would playing in the pros.
That's so fine. Good luck.
Yeah. So
one thing I know about the
that's
NFL,
leverage though. That's all I was saying.
It's only leverage if the NFL let that happen. They're not gonna let it happen, bro.
It's leverage. That's all I said. That's all he exercising his leverage.
It's not gonna
you
work.
You could just take the loss.
It's not
take
gonna
the
work.
L.
That's not an L.
You said it before I left for vacation. You was like, "Yeah, you right. I got it on text actually.
Yeah, I gotta see that shit.
Watch.
But no, the conversation piece you said, yes.
Yeah.
But my
That's all I
part
said.
is not going to happen.
That's all I said.
No way the NFL
They got more leverage. That's all I said.
They don't.
They do.
How?
We're going to see.
They're not going to do it.
I'm just saying.
You could say
It's exercising already.
I get Claret. Claret thought he had leverage. I'm going to come out my sophomore year and blah, 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 blah.
That's different.
No, it's not.
That is different.
It's not different, bro.
Maurice Claret was.
Cannot.
That's
cannot
totally
break
that's a totally
that shield.
Situation.
We had an NFL guy on here told you nobody is bigger than that shield.
I understand that, but
we had an NFL guy.
He's a generational talent. They saying the guy Khalid Williams. They saying he's a generational talent.
What was Aaron? What is AR-12? He's not generation.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So you gonna say this quarterback coming out now is better than AR-12 when AR-12 came out?
The reason why they saying that is because he reminds them of like a Patrick Mahomes kind of like
quarterback.
But
it ain't gonna work.
We're gonna see.
It ain't gonna work, bro. See. But go ahead, keep going.
All right. So that I just wanted to celebrate that.
It's not a celebration because he had a conversation.
I've been waiting for that shit.
He had a conversation.
Holding that bitch for 2 weeks.
Because he had a conversation and said it out loud. Anybody could say something.
I understand that,
That
but
shit ain't gonna work.
It's the same thing where all I said was, all my argument was they're going to start using leverage when it comes down to going into the draft.
And all I said was,
because
it ain't gonna work.
They got money now. I don't have to do this. I don't have to sign that contract. I don't have to play for y'all. I can do what I want. And
that
that's
NFL, that shield don't give a hell. They don't give a shit who you are, bro.
I'm telling you, it's not about what the shield wants. It's about what that money say.
Okay.
And the fans a lot.
Say it with me. Overseas.
He not overseas. Gonna play. He gonna be in the NFL next season.
Yeah,
bro.
not for long. Goddamn telling him he want part. You ain't even throwing football in the NFL.
Bro, that's what
Brady couldn't get that shit. What makes you think he's going to get that shit?
Patrick Mahomes trying to get it, but he like Patrick Mahomes is saying pretty much like, I'm gonna just keep investing in the team as I go.
Pat got 2 rings.
That's different though.
How?
He didn't have leverage going into the pros. It's different.
Stop, man. If they had NIL, what makes you think he wouldn't have had a shitload of money?
He wouldn't, but he wouldn't have. Patrick didn't win a Heisman. He wouldn't have Khalid Williams' money. Patrick was like a
how
good
many
quarterback.
quarterbacks that won the Heisman came in the league and was something?
Very few.
I know.
But what I do know is a lot of quarterbacks that came into a good situation became something. The Tom Brady's went 6th round, but he went to a good coach and a good organization that already had a team.
Yeah.
He became Tom Brady.
They had toys.
But if he went to the Detroit Lions at the time,
would have been shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I could control my narratives of a quarterback going to a good team,
good
like
luck.
He's saying the Cowboys, if he
good
or
luck.
49ers or the
good
Vikings with Justin Jefferson, if he can go into a situation like that versus going to the Bears or the Cardinals, like, that changes your career.
Good luck.
Look at Bryce Young right now. He's struggling.
Good luck.
I'm just saying. All right. So, yeah, I just wanted to celebrate that.
Yeah, well, that's not a celebration. He didn't win shit. It got to actually happen for you to win.
All I said was he's going to exercise it. You can
exercise all you want. I mean, you strong.
But
what else we got?
What else we got going on? Aces won their WNBA first back-to-back. You seen that?
I saw that.
I've been
Congratulations,
watching
ladies. Yeah. Congratulations, ladies. I saw that.
WNBA is on a rise.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So one of the things is them trying to get paid the same amount, not the same amount, but the same percentage of the amount that men get paid for basketball.
A couple more years.
Yeah.
They gotta get some real solid household names that's gonna generate
the eyes. And I feel like us watching the Aces play, that's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Because celebrities and all that stuff are really starting to draw to the game.
Yeah. And once they start getting endorsements, some real big time endorsements, it's going to change.
Yeah,
it's
and I'm
going to
happy.
change.
I'm happy to see.
I'm
that
happy for the
women.
ladies. I'm
So they
happy to
deserve it.
see that outside of college, they have a home. They have
Right.
potentially to chase their dreams.
Right.
So I'm all for that.
Right.
Congratulations. And we have one, Tasha McLeod.
Right.
You know, she's doing her thing. So congratulations, ladies. That's what's up.
And then Colorado.
Colorado,
That shit fucked me up.
yeah, they broke my heart.
Bro, I went to sleep confident,
Yeah.
like, oh, they got this joint.
Yeah, it broke my heart.
Went to sleep. I put money on that game and everything.
For real?
Yeah. I put
Yeah.
$50 on that game. Went to sleep. Woke up like, what the?
Yeah, it broke my heart. I think they, from what I was watching, I seen the energy shift when they was up, and it was almost like they thought that team was going to lay down. So the energy shift from when I was watching, the energy shift to we got this, they not going to come back. And what they forgot was y'all was down, y'all changed your energy and fought like dogs to come back. So
Right.
what makes you think they was going to do that? So that I just think as a young team, I think next year they're going to be better.
What I saw is they don't know how to be winners yet.
Yeah.
And what
They're
I
still
mean
learning.
by that is Deion said it perfect. He's like, y'all got to question, like, how much do y'all love this game?
Yeah.
Because when you're a winner, you're going to keep putting everything into it. So no matter if I'm up 50 or down,
Yeah.
my energy towards the game is going to be the same because I love it.
Yeah.
Whereas though you've seen the energy shift because now they're not used to winning.
Mm-hmm.
So all this notoriety, I'm butchering the word again. What's the word?
Notoriety.
There we go. Yep.
I just fucked it up, so go ahead.
But they getting all this like shine and like fame from just showing up on Saturdays, whereas like they're not used to that. Colorado was a 1-11 team last year. So right now, through the publicity and all the stuff that they're getting, they almost like rock stars almost.
Yeah. I think he need to go.
Especially in Colorado.
I think he need to go black. And when I say he need to go black, meaning nobody shows up.
No media,
No
no
media,
nothing. Shut
no
that shit down.
superstars,
Right.
no nothing, and get back to the basics and just get that hunger again. You
Right.
know what I mean? So I just think that the spotlight is so big on them. If this was an average game, it's just, oh God, they came back and won.
Right.
But because it's Colorado, it's just so much light on them. Every single little thing they do, the light is on them, and I'm all for it.
Right.
They just got to know how to handle it. That's all.
Right.
If you're going to play that big shot, be that big shot
Yeah, but they
all
gotta,
the time.
Yeah, they got to know that like once you become the giant, everybody going to try to be the giant.
Bullseye
killer.
on your back is super big now.
Yeah, so they gotta approach the game in a way that like they always. You're gonna get everybody's best game.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, so it's not just because of you, but because of Deion and all the fame y'all getting. So at the end of the day, like this is my shot to show what I can do. Like the bull from number 13, he going to the pros now.
Yeah.
Just simply off of really that game.
I think
Yeah, like 290 yards or some shit like that.
every game for Colorado opponent become the national championship game.
Right,
That's how big it is playing them.
right,
Because they already know every superstar going to be there. Every camera is going to be there. You're not even
the eyes at home watching.
eyes at home. And not only, you're not just playing the players, you got something to prove to Deion more than actually
Right.
the team.
Right.
So
Right.
once they embrace that and understand all that, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think he's gonna have to get
He need more pieces.
right. And I think more so like people that understand what it takes to actually become a winner. And winning is not just a game, but it's like a way of life.
Yeah.
Like the same way you approach to get to that point where y'all was 2-0 or whatever the case may be, you gotta keep repeating that no matter what comes your way.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, the ugly, you gotta keep that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
guess.
But the
I guess.
biggest loss that Philly got this week for me is Dr. Umar.
This fucking clown.
Yeah.
Umar Johnson.
Yeah, that motherfucker right there.
He is a clown, a bona fide clown. Colorful hair, big red nose, and dumbass shoes. That is you, Umar Johnson.
So for the listeners at home, for you guys that don't know who Dr. Umar Johnson is,
Johnson.
he is a public speaker. What is it? Psychologist,
Activist, social media personality.
So he's a person that really pushes the black agenda, his black agenda.
Yeah.
But in the meantime of him doing that, a lot of time he shuts out the light on other black men pushing their own agenda.
Yes.
So in this situation, as far as him losing, and in my eyes is he was on a podcast.
I think it was Loon. I want to think. I can't remember that. It was. I know the guy name is Loon something. I should.
Yeah, and
forget what it is.
I'm honestly forgetting the name of the podcast,
Yeah.
but he was on that man's platform,
Yeah.
and he was coming at Deion Sanders and his move from Jackson State
Yes.
to Colorado, and his point was Deion Sanders should have stayed at Jackson State. He could have changed HBU football and put HBUs on the map single-handedly by himself. That's what he pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what he pushing.
So his narrative about that whole thing is Deion would have stayed there. It would have drew other professionals to come down there, NFL and all of this
But
kind
we
of stuff.
have some there already. Eddie George is there.
Not only that, how do you know that an NFL player wants to be? Every NFL player is not a good coach.
Right. And they don't have that same bravado and media out
That's not them.
that Deion has.
Yeah.
They don't have that.
They don't have that. So you can't push that on Deion or any other. Before Deion got to Jackson State, and I'm just going to keep this real, we knew about HBCUs, but it was no attention brought to HBCUs.
No.
And Dr. Umar, where was your fight for the HBCUs? Because we didn't hear shit about nothing you was doing. So for you to sit there and try to dog this black man on doing something good, telling him he should have stayed, that's your lane.
Right.
That is not his purpose.
And who is he to say that with his move from from Jackson State to Colorado is not doing good for our people?
Here's a quote from Umar Johnson. He said, "We all have to decide how we're going to make a contribution to our people."
Right. So that goes back to my point. Who is he to say that Deion's move from Jackson State to Colorado is not his contribution to our people?
Yes.
Because he's taking young black athletes
Yes.
out of the hood, out of bad situations, giving them a platform
Yes.
to change their family lives with NIL deals, get you shine, pretty
Correct.
much. Put you in a better environment. You have no distractions in Colorado. None whatsoever.
None. And that was my point too. He's taking these kids that never been nowhere, probably would have never been able to play on a Power 5, a top
Take
D1
a trip
program.
to Colorado.
Take a trip to Colorado,
Like, who
away
goes-
from everywhere,
who goes to
where it's
Colorado?
natural,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Right.
Like you said, who goes there?
Yeah.
And you keep talking about this 1.2% black, blah, blah, blah shit you keep talking about. What's that? 80, 95% of that team is black?
Right.
So what are we talking about right now?
Exactly.
You're trying to change everything in Colorado. Deion is just trying to change his team.
Right.
He's taking young boys and turning them into men and beyond football.
Right.
You're so fucking ignorant. Like, you don't even see you like the biggest racist out there. You fucking get on everybody's platform and dog LeBron James. LeBron James just came out with his second book
Right.
for kids.
Yeah.
And it's called, what was it? Fuck, I forgot the name.
Don't worry. Go ahead. I'll Google it real quick.
Yeah, he came out with 2 books with his own school. And that was another thing. When you was on the show, you were discrediting these people that started their own fucking school. You discredit LeBron. You discredit
Kobe.
Kobe's dead. You fucking clown. That man is dead, and you're going to talk about what his wife is doing with this black man's money and da-da-da. Bro, you do know his wife is a Mexican. She's not white, you clown. And I really didn't want to bring my man dad into this because I ain't that type of dude. But don't your dad got green eyes?
Right.
Anybody catch on to that? You the blackest thing and Pan-African and all that, and your pop got green eyes. Now, much respect to your pop because he served us. Thank you. He
LeBron
served
book is called I Am More Than.
I Am More Than.
Yep.
Back to his pop. His pop served in the military. Thanks for your service. And he's also heavy in Philadelphia versus the gun violence.
Mm-hmm.
Black man. Beautiful job. Your son, on the other hand, is a fucking clown. He's a
tell that
fucking
man
clown to
his
me.
son is a clown?
Yes, he's a fucking clown because everybody that's positive, that's doing something, he go at them.
I just don't understand why don't he, if anything, instead of going at him, why not hit LeBron up and see
Thank you.
how can we make
a phone call.
Yeah, how can we make both our missions combined?
I'm gonna tell you why you can't. Because since 2014, this motherfucker been trying to build a school.
Yeah.
He claimed he raised $5 million. First of all, you talk about an HBCU, bro, you graduated from Millersville. I'm confused.
Right.
That HBCU, that's not Millersville, right?
He never went to a HBCU.
That's why you never hear him talk about it and his so-called struggle for the black people.
Right.
It so happened as Deion went down there, and now you jumped on the bandwagon because that's all you are.
Or are you trying to put your agenda on another black man?
Yeah, instead of just, how about make a phone call? Hey, Deion, I was wondering if I can come down there and talk to you about XYZ,
Right.
blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, you know why? He hate on people. I figured it out. Nobody wants to help him. He been trying to open a school since 2014. No lie. It started in Virginia. He tried to open one up in Virginia. I got all this shit. He tried to open one up in Virginia. It went from Virginia, Mississippi, Delaware. Then I heard something about him back in Philly.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He supposedly closed on a place in Philly right near the airport.
Now, let me tell you this. The one that he had a problem with electrical, he said they were trying to scam him. This is where I hate him. He said the black company was trying to scam him. Mm-hmm. So he got rid of the black company and went and got a white company. So there's no more black electricians out there. That's what you want me to believe right now.
You couldn't go get
You couldn't go get another black electric company. I'm more powerful to people, put the money back in the community, but you went to the white man.
But he don't understand. It's very hypocritical of him to do that because Deion went to a black school to try to do what he's doing now.
And then it up into a white school.
Yeah, and what happened was they were stealing from him. The HBUs wouldn't keep the money in the program.
Yes.
In the football team. They was spreading and doing whatever they wanted.
I do you one better. How do you think his coaches was getting paid?
He was paying them.
He was paying them off his salary.
Right.
So he basically down there for nothing.
Yeah, it wasn't about the money, wasn't about none of that.
Yeah.
Once shit started to go south, that's when he picked up
and left.
And went to Colorado.
And not only did he leave and go to Colorado, not only did he take his family, he took his staff.
Right.
He took staff with him. Yo, y'all, we out, fellas. We got a better opportunity to do bigger things for the kids.
Right.
Let's go.
Right.
Oh, he said he left. He said that the colleges said, let's get this Negro to work for us. Let's make them separate from everybody else and give him money. Moron.
And take them to cracker land.
You didn't even realize Colorado didn't even have money to pay him.
Right. That $5 million is like, they didn't even have that.
They didn't even have, the contract was for $30 million. They didn't even have this shit.
Right.
They was going to figure out how to do it.
Right.
Then it was one part on the podcast where the Bull Loon was telling him, are you all in? He said, yes, I'm all in. So Bull Loon said, are you right now ready to give up everything you got and sleep in the mop room, sleep in the school till you get this up and running? He said, yes, I am.
Pretty much put all his finances towards the school.
Well, I Googled his finances. He's worth $2 million.
$2 million.
So that school should have been up and running.
Right.
Bro, and here's the deal. That school is not 100% yours because I know a little bit about a little bit because I've been around for a while. When you raise money for something, the people that you raise money get a percentage of whatever it is you raising money for.
Right.
So that school ain't 100% yours.
No, he just in that interview, I just felt he was popping his shit. He's beating his chest.
Yes.
I do this.
Fucking clown.
Right.
That's what made me mad. You was doing this shit for the people, checking your watching, all these little antics you was doing. You was a clown.
And you trying to create this Pan-African school to push your agenda on younger future leaders, but now it's like you also coming at LeBron, Kobe. Who else got a school?
Who else got a school?
Is LeBron got a school?
Kobe.
Somebody else got a school that I'm forgetting. He came to with the argument.
It was somebody else.
You coming at them for the way they did their school.
Yeah, because they call theirs is a charter and yours is independent.
But what's wrong with their agenda? There's nothing wrong with their agenda and how they want to help raise.
Does it matter
the future?
Does it matter
of our country?
How it get done or long as it get done? Because if the agenda is to help black people, we helping black people by all means necessary.
Right.
So if I got to turn my school into a charter school versus being an independent school, it doesn't matter. It is a black school.
That and our agenda a lot of times is to get our people empowered. So now we can even it out. It's our job is to do what? Show them how it's done pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
If I go and say I'm only going to do this for black people, I'm not doing nothing but adding to the problem, because at the end of the day, if they doing only for whites and we doing only for blacks, what happens?
Mm-hmm.
It's still going to be separation. Mm-hmm. I got to go in and say, like, there is no color.
Now, let me ask
I'm
you a
going to treat
question.
this white kid the same way I'm going to treat this black kid.
Umar, you's a fucking clown. You got my blood boiling right now.
Yo, he been...
Let me ask you a question.
All week, y'all. Y'all just seeing it.
Let me ask a question. If you felt like this for HBCUs, right? Why you didn't go at the rest of them and say, what the fuck y'all been doing all this time that this man came down here for 2 years and now they got endorsement deals, they getting TV time and da-da-da-da-da.
Exactly.
Why you ain't do that?
Yeah, or take that blueprint
and spread it out.
Go to Eddie George, because that's an NFL player. Or go and talk to another NFL player to go down and try to get him to
But
coach
wait a minute.
School.
When I'm confused, you talking shit. When Deion left, Jackson State still got TV time. Mm-hmm. Jackson State still got endorsement deals.
Everything.
They still have every single thing they had when he left.
It's just honestly because of Deion. It might be not as much, but they got more now than they did
ever.
Yeah,
ever. So what are we talking about right now?
I don't know. That should baffle me.
He's a clown, but he do that with everybody.
I know.
How you gonna sit there and talk about Kobe's wife dumping money into 5 different schools and ain't none of them black and da-da-da to say like she's white and she's I had to look her up. Let me see what he's talking about. I'm looking, wait a minute. She's a Mexican. What is he talking about? You just shooting shit out there and don't even know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Like, what's wrong with you? Yo, I hate him. He's a fucking fraud. He is a fraud. I know frauds. See, I know him. And I always tell you, bro, smoke and mirrors.
Right.
When
he say that a lot.
I see that shit a mile away. When you start talking so big, that's because you taking attention off of the shit that you're not doing.
Right.
And Umar, you ain't doing shit. You just all fucking talk. It don't take nobody from 2014 to fucking 2023.
That's
and you
10 years.
Still ain't got a fucking school open.
That's 10 years.
Yeah. Oh, we almost there now. Bro, you've been almost there.
and
you've been almost there.
Yeah.
It's like when I watch Shark Tanks and they come up with their plan and they've been saying how long they've been doing it. And Mr. Wonderful will go, you don't have a business, you have a hobby.
Exactly.
Dr. Umar is a fucking hobby.
I've been doing this for 10 years.
And you ain't did shit yet. You are a fucking hobby. That's it. No more, no less.
My main thing is how you raising money with other people money, but you sitting on $2 million yourself.
Because you're fraud.
Like,
I got $2 million. I ain't giving up my money.
You need $2 million for what?
What, bro?
What
you know,
need $2 million for?
Bro, do you know I would have no money? When I'm all in, I'm all in.
Right.
I'm all in. Right. There was no money. I had no money in the banking account doing anything I do. I'm all in for real. We'll get it. Right. I'm not good enough. I'm not too big for oodles and noodles again. Fuck a steak. I just had a 50 ounce. Well, guess what? I go back to cornflakes. And I do the water because I did that before.
Oh,
that's how I pour. No milk. Bro, well, throw some water in that shit. I can go back to fucking bread with the butter and the sugar on top.
Hey, mom and dad, thank y'all. That shit.
Oh yeah, and yo, this is what I wanted to say too. It's a fucking fraud. How can you tell me anything about broken homes and you didn't come from a broken home? You had both your parents.
Oh yeah,
you had both your fucking parents.
Right.
Your mom name is Barbara Shoemake, and I'm telling you, I got
did all that research.
Yeah,
I was
I don't like him.
from the heart.
I don't like him.
I ain't want to go all the way back.
I can tell you his name. Fuck
this
him.
This man was digging this week. He was digging. He was like, "Hey, Dev, you know his fucking."
Your pop name is Jamal Abdullah
his dad got green
Johnson.
Eyes.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah, his pop got green eyes.
He's studying eye colors.
Yeah. His name is Jermaine Shoemake. And his dad name is Jamal Abdullah Johnson. Mm. Both parents. Your pop was in the military. What hard times do you know about? And it says in there he was brought into a wealthy family. I didn't put that out there.
Right.
I didn't put that out there.
So
but what are we talking about?
You don't really know about the struggle. It's different for me. So like for me, anytime I hear people talk about jail, the hood, something like that, I always keep my nose out of that conversation.
Yeah.
Cause I'm innocent. I grew up uptown. Like I grew up with both of my parents in the household. I grew up not eating butter and sugar sandwiches or whatever the fuck he just said. I grew up like good. Like I traveled as a kid. I traveled too. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about
46th Street to 52nd Street. I travel like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's not traveling, bro.
I know. Listen, I'm 50. If my pop stand in front of me today or tomorrow, I don't know who the fuck this nigga is,
right?
And won't care,
right?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
don't tell me
can't
about.
Imagine that.
Don't tell me about heart. Don't tell me you can talk. You reading books. You watching videos. You going off somebody else's experience.
Right.
You don't know what the hard times are.
Right.
So how the fuck you think you could sit down and talk to me about hard times?
Right.
Bro, I would tear your ass out the frame.
Yeah, you don't.
All
know.
you gonna do is pick up a book and tell me what that shit's saying there.
Right. You're not gonna know how a single mom had to make it every single day to feed their family.
Yeah. I could tell you what that sound like when you hear your mom in the middle of the night getting her ass whooped. I could tell you what the crack smell like. That soured ass smell. Anybody that sold crack know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's a sour smell when they cook. I could tell you what the smoke looked like coming out of the pipe.
Yeah, see, I ain't
from my mom smoking in front of me. I could tell you when I wake up at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, you hear young boys fighting. Matter of fact, I'm lying. 10 o'clock in the morning, you hear him arguing. You open the door, he put the gun to his head, shoot him, and he fall like a sack of potatoes. I could tell you that shit. Dr. Umar, you can't. Your pop was in the fucking military.
Mom and dad, thank you.
And what's the school they sent him to?
No wonder he wanted to cry last week.
This motherfucker ain't shit. This is why I want a new host.
I said, oh, he was in that bitch emotionally. See, you had him in his feelings.
I was not in my feelings. I was not in my feelings.
Sometimes I just want to cry.
Yeah, I'm emotional. I'm emotional. But, yo, so you can't sit there and have these conversations with me, man. He can't. It's nothing he could say to me. Only thing he could say to me is what's in the textbook.
Right.
That shit don't mean nothing. That shit don't mean nothing to me. They don't put the real shit in the textbook.
Right.
You got to go out there and live that shit. So, Umar, you's a fucking clown. You live with your mom and pop. If your pop wasn't there, it's because he was working doing a tour in the military. But then he came back home, and you know who he is. So cut it the fuck out. I get conversations, phone calls of talking her kid off the list. Shut up, dickhead. You don't know what you're doing. You's a clown. That's why
nobody. I just take him as a person with a gifted gab.
That's it.
A positive mission. Because I'm not going to say his mission is not a positive.
It isn't shit.
I agree with pushing. Look, I agree with pushing the black agenda. However, for me, because the reason why I say that is because we don't have enough leaders pushing the black agenda, right? We have so many millionaires, billionaires, and all that stuff now, but you don't see a lot of them stepping out and pushing the black agenda. So
because that shit don't work, man.
I understand that, but like when we had like the Black Panthers, Martin Luther King, you seen unification within the movement. Although we might not agree, we still fighting the same fight. So you don't hear Martin Luther King and Malcolm X going back and forth beefing with each other.
You do know why they killed him. Because his thought process, Martin Luther King, his thought process was changing.
But
wait a minute. You can't keep smacking me and think I'm going to take that shit.
Right.
Well, so when he starts saying, I'm going to smack you the fuck back, they like, uh-oh. He talking about fighting. We got to get him out of here.
Right.
Yo, them times has changed.
Right, exactly. So it's like, if you keep like beefing with our other black leaders that are trying to do something, you're not unifying us. You're not unifying us as
giving the white
black
people,
leader.
You're just as racist
as them. Yeah.
And you're doing the work for them.
They don't have to do it.
They don't have to do it.
They just sit back and laugh at us.
They laughing at us. You fucking moron. You don't see that. Where my camera? Which one? That one? That one? You fucking, hold on. You fucking moron. That way both cameras got it.
Yeah.
He's an idiot, yo.
Like,
he don't see tearing us down.
You don't see other races doing it. You don't see Chinese people.
I'm going to go back to what I keep telling
you.
This is why I didn't do it to Blue, Ray.
No, you can't keep doing that, bro.
This is prime example.
That shit is over with. I get it.
This is why you don't
agree,
do it.
I understand it, but like,
let me
just
ask you a
like
question.
Right now, you doing it technically.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
It need to be done.
I'm saying it needed to be done that day too.
It needs to be done because nobody is doing it. This man is walking around, jumping on everybody's platform, going ham, and ain't nobody checking him like it's cool. It's not fucking cool. Stop.
Yeah.
pick the phone up and call them. Yo, bro. Hey, man, I think we could do XYZ another way. Or I can add this on to what you already got.
Right.
Instead of getting on the platform, he's a coon. He's doing it for the white man. Yo, shut the fuck up with that.
Right.
Y'all want to change shit? Stop complaining. That's why I've never been a fan of the Million Man March. I've never been a fan of protesting. I've never been a fan. Let me tell you why. No, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Because after we march, what happened next?
That was your time. I wasn't born yet.
What the fuck? We can have some shit break off right now. Okay. After we march, when they put the knee on the throat, what happened?
Awareness. That's it. To me,
we've been aware.
I know, but it's like
we've been aware of that shit.
It keeps it relevant, right?
No, we got to put action to it, bro. We keep doing this fucking marching shit. My feet hurt. I can't march no more. I got boots on my shit.
Right, but until we have leadership. Right. So for me, when I look back at history, I see a lot of our leaders was killed and murdered and all that type of stuff. Even now, like we see like a Nipsey Hussle who was pushing his neighborhood to economic growth within his neighborhood. Right. So when it comes down to that, when you see that, and then now these are the ones that's being killed earlier, who are our black leaders now? Who do we have? We don't really have none. If you look at the celebrities nowadays, you don't really have that many black leaders. Like imagine if Martin Luther King would be living today. Imagine if Malcolm X, Tupac, all them like people that's pushing a black narrative in some kind of way, whatever lane that they're in. Imagine if there was a lot of that.
Yeah, I hear that shit, but that ain't that. No, fuck that. Our way is money.
Yeah,
people not understand that. Our way is money,
but it's through the platforms of which they speak to wake us up.
But we can't because we keep getting.
Our kids got Sexy Red yelling, I ain't want to say the lyrics, but
I know.
That's what they hear.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to it, like you don't have that positive outlet to.
Bro, I keep telling you, we can't get it because we can't respect ourselves.
Yeah.
Why would anybody else respect us? But you keep having Charleston White. You keep having what's the other boy? Whitlock.
Yeah.
You keep having Dodo Bird we talking about right now. Like, we keep having these guys every time we get somebody in a positive light. You got our own kind keep breaking, dim the light on them. Dim the light on them.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are you doing?
If anything, you should be pushing the light.
Yes.
On. You should be like,
listen.
Take some of my light and push it over there.
In the beginning of our podcast series, I told you what Dion did to me. He plucked me with the lip shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of his biggest fans right now because I love what he's doing.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully, he see this shit and me and him talk and we're gonna have our conversation. But
but that's gonna be man to man.
It's gonna be man to man.
Right.
A phone call, a text message, an email. Well, not no email because I ain't gonna answer that. But we reaching out. We don't need the cameras for that.
Right.
We need the cameras for the positive shit. Oh, I thought they was beefing. No. That was shit. Now, white man got to get scared now.
Right.
Because two powerful black people just linked up.
I always say white people are scared of black people unifying.
Yes.
And that's why you see like the destruction of the Black Panthers and all that type of stuff. Anytime we start to unify, they get scared.
You wouldn't be unified. You wouldn't be scared. Just think about it. Just think about it. I'm a white man.
You a white man.
I got a black man playing football for me. Every position that's dope is black.
Right.
Fuck. If they ever get brains and started their own NFL, we may be in trouble.
Right. You know,
go to the NBA.
Dame Dash is trying to do that.
Yes. Yeah. Dame Dash is too aggressive. He's scaring people.
Yeah.
If he toned it down, he would get a lot more people. But that's his lane. That's what he do. I ain't here for all that. Because God knows people might tell me I need to tone mine down.
I understand, but I think as black people, we still in survivor mode a little bit.
We got to get out of that shit.
And then what happens is, like, we don't have that future thinking of, like, damn, why don't we just start our own shit?
Because they keep putting slave movies on. They keep reminding us of this shit.
I get that, but
I don't.
I think once we start to build generational wealth over time, I think we can get out of it. And what I mean by that is that we'll be able to start pushing our own agendas. But we got to start shining light on. If I got a different, it's like the same way like how we do our workouts, right? Yeah. If you do a workout, I'm not gonna be like, oh, that shit ass.
No,
I'm like, whatever, G, that shit wasn't all that. But at the end of the day, like, that's your workout. That shit fire. I'm going to take something from it
and
or
go.
I'm going to add to it, right?
Yes, we do that shit all the time.
Exactly. So now if I follow up and I'm training an athlete after you, like, yo, I seen G do this shit. I'm about to do this shit again.
And then you're going to add something to it.
Or if I see you doing a fire workout and you're not really videotaping it, I'll grab my camera.
Correct.
And videotape it for you so you could post it. Like, Joe, G, that shit was fire.
So now my walls, everything is down. I can come to you when I'm at my lowest.
Right.
I can come to you when I'm at my highest, and we can have a conversation about whatever, because there's no fucking hate.
Right.
You're coming to me genuine. Your heart is open. Let's make moves.
Right.
Let's make moves. Because if it was that, it would just be one person doing this podcast.
Exactly. He trying to make it that way.
I tried. It just ain't fucking work. He came
back.
But no, it's bad. It's bad. And he needs to be stopped. He needs gag order. He need his ass whooped. That's what he need. He need his ass whooped.
Old school.
He need to be on somebody's podcast and he get reckless and they just get up and slap the shit out of him right out of that chair. Right. But I know his bitch ass is gonna sue. He going right down there to the white man, get the white lawyer and see him in court. I know that's what he's gonna do. He look like that. But yo, it's foul the way that Umar Johnson keep attacking black positive men. Because I don't see you in the fucking hood down North Philly where you from on the corner with them dope boys talking that shit. Because they're going to pistol whip the shit out you. Right. And they're going to rob you.
Exactly.
So don't hand me that bullshit like you so fucking tough and all that. Because don't nobody in Philly really know you, bro. You got to stop that goofy shit.
And like the way he was acting on that man podcast,
That's
he wasn't respecting his platform.
None.
He was playing to the crowd. It was,
bro. That's what the part that pissed me off. Clown. He had me fired up from when he was on the Breakfast Club. He was disrespectful on the Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne. He kind of like pissed me off because Charlamagne ain't check him like I thought he was going to check him.
Right.
All right. Cool. Whatever. And he been on a couple other podcasts. I really don't fuck with him like that. But this one particular one that what is the name of it? Loon. I think the guy name is Loon. $1 million, $1 billion, something like that. I figured that. No, we here. Is it there? Some shit like that. He got a little catchy phrase to it, whatever it is. But the way he was on that podcast, showing off for the crowd, was just not called for. Everything, that whole podcast was for the people. He was disrespectful on that, John. I ain't like it. I ain't like it at all, not one bit. And the host, he's a respectful man, because I'd have got up and slapped the shit out of Dr. Umar, because he was really disrespectful, showing off.
I think it's there.
It's there. Yep. It's their podcast.
It's their podcast.
Yeah, it's their podcast. And y'all can go check that out, and y'all see, y'all going to agree what me and Dev is talking about. He pounding on his chest, and I'll wait and looking at his watch. Bro, cut it the fuck out.
Right.
Like I said, you ain't down North Philly doing that shit. You ain't on the streets doing that shit. Them young bulls will pistol whip the shit out you. Had you looking like Nino Brown, all your fucking clothes off. You know, I'm going to tell you who he is. Remember on a production team, I'm going to Get You Sucker? Remember that movie? When the motherfucking the white Powerball come out, and he got the white wife? That's Dr. Umar.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, power to the people. My black with Nubian queen. He got a whole white girl, 2 white kids. Get that shit on the joint. That's Dr. Umar. We don't
know, one thing I thought was interesting, he named his school after Frederick Douglass, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people might not know this, but one of the last things that Frederick Douglass did,
what?
Marry a white woman.
Ooh. Bet you didn't know that, dickhead.
One of the last things that man did was
ain't this the Philly John? Fuck out of here, dickhead.
That's the name of the school.
Ooh.
Frederick Douglass, whatever.
Marcy Garvin.
Yeah, whatever the case may be. Yeah. I'm like, how you going to not be for interracial and then name your school after somebody that was pushing interracial marriage?
Yes. And me, I don't really care about none of that. Love is love.
Exactly.
Love is love. You wherever you find it is where you find it. I'm cool off of that. Yeah. All right, so then we finished beating his ass up.
Yeah, that was like
clown. I don't like that shit, yo.
All right, so we're gonna go into our main topic of the day.
Main topic of the day.
They're gonna think that was our main topic.
I know. I'm sorry. We had to get that. It was a week.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
But look, so our main topic of the day, we really want to dive into PEDs.
Yes.
Performance enhancement drugs. So that could be characterized in so many different ways. It's pretty much, I got a definition that I like to say. So pretty much a PED is pretty much it's defined as a substance taken in non-pharmaceutical doses specifically purposed to improve sports performance.
Performance enhancing drugs.
Yeah.
Sums it up.
Yeah, pretty much, right? So
Yes.
there's many different kinds and forms and benefits and
We be here all day trying to break all the steroids and anabolic.
yeah, we're not doing that.
We're not doing all that. We're just gonna give you guys, especially for our athletes, especially for our high school guys. And I understand that you guys want to get bigger and stronger and faster, but you got to be careful what you put in your body.
And how the doses, I would say.
Yes.
Right? So not only what you put in, of course, you don't want to take steroids and all that type of shit because one.
It's a lot of shit, and I got it all down here.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on with putting the story. You want me to break some of that down?
I got a few of the most common ones, so y'all can look out for them. Because a lot of times what happened is, and we've seen it with a lot of the pro athletes, because a lot of my research was like, how big is performance enhancement drugs in our today's sports?
Okay.
And it's a lot more than we know, especially in youth sports, because these performance coaches are putting the younger athletes without knowing on these performance enhancement drugs.
Correct.
And it might be labeled as creatine or might be labeled as something else. And then these kids are taking it and they don't have these, they have these other like little small enhancement properties to them. That's why we see the pro athletes, they'll take something but like, oh, I didn't know that was, I didn't know that was
Which
illegal.
they was lying. They lying.
Yeah. But so, so anyway, long story short is like, we want to give y'all some. So 5 of the top performance enhancement drugs, one is the anabolic steroid. So that's where you like.
That's the one I got.
Yeah. So it builds muscle, increase speed, help you recover faster. So anything that helps with recovery, a lot of times can help you improve as far as sports, because the faster you recover, the faster I can put your body back under stress.
All right. Now let me stop you right there.
Go ahead.
Because you take the enhancement and like you said, the speedy recovery, all that, there are risks what people don't know to all of that. So for men, as you start to grow breasts.
Yeah, your titties get bigger.
Your titties get bigger. Your balls shrink. You can't have it become real difficult to have kids. Yeah, and your prostate gland gets bigger. That's in men. For women, their voice get deep. Their clit get bigger.
So you trying to tell me our dick is smaller, but there's
so it's almost they turn into a goddamn man,
right?
Like, and sums it up, they turn into a man
we
because
turn into a woman, our titties getting bigger and shit.
We turn into a woman and they turn into a man because, like I said, their voice get deeper, their clit get bigger. They start to grow hair all over their body. Their hair on top of their head starts to fall out, and their period slows up. Their period almost goes away or slows up more than what it normally do.
Right.
So they may get a period every 3 to 4 months or some shit like that.
Right.
Because they on this hormone stuff and it's messing them up.
Right.
What else? Well, I got about a shitload of just regular side effects.
Yeah, and then another source of steroid or performance enhancement drug is a stimulant. But that could be classified as a lot of different things. Like coffee could be considered a stimulant, right? But so what that does, it increase alertness, concentration, metabolic rate, power, strength, and then it also decrease fatigue. So you're not going to get tired as fast.
Correct.
Not saying that coffee is a performance enhancement drug, but it's more so caffeine products. In a stronger doses. Like I forget the name of one, but it was just like it's like speed, but like a person can work for 20 hours straight. Of course you're gonna get a lot of shit done. That's a performance enhancement drug. Like
a 5-hour energy drink. Or not an actual it's not that, but I don't really deal. I want to say a name. Yeah.
Who be making these big ass words?
Yeah, I'm not gonna butcher it. So y'all do some research on this shit.
Another one is growth hormones. It's pretty much another type of steroid, but pretty much what it does increase a young man's or a man's hormones to the point where, all right, so Hormones for men, when we hit like 17, 18, all the way up to I think it was 25 or something like that, that's the peak of our like hormones. That's where we getting stronger, bigger. That's where we go and we say we getting our grown man strength. Right. So then after that, our testosterone, our hormones start to go down. So once our hormones start to go down, the performance enhancement drug comes in and it's like, all right, we're going to take your hormones and boost them back up to the point like you was 17 again.
Okay.
So now I'm building muscle again at the rate I would as if I was 17, 18.
All right.
So what happens is now it can influence your height. It can help you build muscle and your bones and muscles increase. So your bone density and all that stuff. So your bones technically get stronger, and then also your muscles will get bigger.
Now there's a
It's
downside
like
to
hitting
all
puberty
of that.
all over again.
But then there's the risk factor. You start to see severe acne.
Yeah.
It's funny how you was talking about the bone density, but the muscle itself, tendons and all that is risk because they get frail. Then you get liver damage, which is like a tumor. Then you get high levels of bad cholesterol and low levels of good cholesterol. You get high blood pressure, heart disease, meaning blood flow to the heart, anger and violence, roid rage.
It's like
mental health. You get depression.
It's like those pharmaceutical commercials where it be like,
it will help this,
Yeah,
but you got 50 things that's going to tear up.
diarrhea, vomiting, depression, suicidal thoughts.
Yo, wait a minute.
But you're happy.
Mental health such as depression. And then it got one on here, you become extremely addicted to it.
Right.
And then HIV or hepatitis from sharing a needle.
Damn. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Another one is called Standazole or whatever that name.
Okay.
You're gonna have to put that up on the screen because I'm not even gonna try. But it aids the body in utilizing protein more efficiently.
Okay.
So which subsequently leads to increased muscle growth and development. So pretty much what you're doing is taking some type of substance to help your body absorb protein into your cells so that your muscles grow faster. So that's another form.
Then we have the one, especially for all the high school, creatine.
Yes.
All right, so people need to know, high school kids need to know your body produces creatine anyway.
Itself, right.
Itself. So you have, it'll start with the kidney and finish with the liver.
Right.
The brain also creates creatine on its own, a weight attached from the body. The body produces 1 gram a day for creatine. For those that don't know what creatine do, creatine is a little burst of energy in the muscles when you're doing lifting weights or sprinting.
It's like a boost of energy while you're working out.
Yes.
So it's like if I was lifting 225 without creatine, I probably would have did it 5 times.
Yes.
If I'd have took creatine that day, now I'm hitting 6 or 7. So my muscle growth is going to be a lot more accelerated.
The creatine that your body creates on its own is going to last for 10 seconds.
Right.
This is where they create creatine to go past the 10 seconds to last for a complete workout.
Right.
So that complete workout, of course, you're going to get stronger.
Right.
You're going to get faster.
Because you're lifting more reps than you normally would if you didn't have creatine.
Yes. And on top of that, the risk factors of that, what people don't understand is hydration. You put so much of that creatine in you, what the body has already produced, the water that the muscles have to have, it takes from the rest of your body.
Right.
So now we have potential cramping. We have potential headaches. All kinds. It's so much that goes on when the body is dehydrated that people don't even realize, especially headaches. Oh, my God.
Right.
I forget what part of the head, like they got it broken down, what part of the head, when they have headaches, what's going on with your head, depending on where the headache is.
Right.
And one of them is hydration.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. Here come the headaches. The body is, we had this conversation, male bodies is 60% of the water, females is 52. Well, if I'm taking creatine and it's zapping 50% of the water that's in my body, so now you're telling me a person that's 240 pounds have 10% of body water, or water in his body. That's not healthy. That's not good.
Right.
So the side effects of it, is it worth it?
Is it worth it? For me, in my personal experience, no.
No.
Because, all right, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I had in high school, I played against this Well, played with this white running back, nicest white boy I ever seen. His name was Brett. We went into high school together, 9th grade. I stayed in the weight room doing shit the natural way. He left the weight room, went to Bally's Totals Fitness, got a trainer. He started pumping him with creatine, protein, and having him lift like a bodybuilder. Well, Brett got big as shit to the point where he came back sophomore year and couldn't play running back no more.
Yeah.
He was built like a fucking bowling ball fullback boy. But it took away all his athletic ability that made him good because he was quick, he was fast, he was everything that you would want in a young running back. Yeah. Took all that shit away.
And one of the problems is because of the doses that he was taking.
And that was going to be my point.
Yeah.
The doses that you, and this is for athletes mainly, the doses you would take as a bodybuilder is different as the doses you would take as an athlete.
Yes, correct.
And at the same time, your workouts got to be different than that bodybuilder.
Yes. So when you're lifting weights, as a bodybuilder, you're not doing no multi-directional lifts.
Right.
All your lifts is stationary. You're not moving with your lifts. You're not doing a single leg anything. You're squatting 800 pounds.
Right.
4 sets of 6.
Right.
I don't even think it's that. I think the bodybuilder is the opposite way. The bodybuilder is 5 sets of 15 and 5 sets of 20 and all that, like that at 400 or 500 pounds.
Right.
So you need to take all of that.
Right.
And that's where Brett screwed up. Instead of training like we train, we're going to go to regular, we're going to go squat in the deadlift. Then we're going unilateral. We're going to go a single leg seated squat, a single leg RDL.
We're going to pair that with an explosive movement like a box jump or a broad jump or something like that.
To move with that.
Because as an athlete, there's two different types. Well, it's multiple different types of strength, but mainly it's you have, I say, weight room strength, where that's more like bodybuilding. Yeah, I can move a lot of weight, but then you also have like functional power that pretty much
athletic movements.
Yeah, athletically you can move. So you can have somebody that might be all right. So BG, since we was talking about him earlier, I put him on a pad one time. Like BG's strong, but he not that much stronger than me. I would say like on the bench press, right? I got a bag one day to try to stop him from like rushing. He put his hand through my chest. I just threw the bag to the side, shit like that. But that was his functional power.
And he was explosive.
Exactly. He came out of that joint, put that hand in my chest. That shit was like, oh.
Bodybuilders don't live to be. They don't.
Coaches do that shit.
They're not there to be. Bodybuilders are not there to be explosive.
No, they're just there to be strong.
Yes. Let's bulk up. Let's get cut up. Let's show definition.
Right.
And that's it. And we standing in one spot posing.
Right.
So
where athletes, your strength has to be applied.
Yes.
You
we have to be able to put power, speed into the ground, change the direction,
right.
Blah, 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 blah,
and
blah.
You don't get that just by simply squatting a shit ton of weight.
No.
That's not how you get it. You get it by improving your rate of force into the ground and all these other athletic terms that you get from a box jump, broad jump, single leg work, single leg, bound jump, whatever the case may be.
Yeah. Wow. He kind of came back strong.
Yeah,
man.
Shit. I was on this one.
That's because salmon is a brain food, so that's what it was. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's all.
Yep.
And he was scared.
So
we lit that fire underneath his ass. Rashida came in here and did her thing. He no, I ain't gonna say all that. We get another chair. But no, so that go ahead.
No, so one thing I wanted to say was like creatine. A lot of times it also helps your body retain water.
Yes.
So what happened is because of the retention in your water, creatine can also slow an athlete down. And that's what I use Brett as an example because I literally saw it with my own eyes as far as like somebody where me and him was in the same level and then he had creatine, I didn't. He might have got stronger and all that stuff, but he also got a lot slower.
Yeah.
He also like lost a lot of his athletic ability.
I know when we was in school, it wasn't so much a creatine. I think it was amino acids. You remember that?
No, y'all was old school.
Yeah, we was old school. Y'all
had neck rolls and shit like that.
Yeah.
Big ass shoulder pads.
Y'all
used to be 150 pounds like this. For
cold
no
killers.
Reason.
And y'all soft asses.
They had
all after my era, maybe one more era.
Y'all had no swag back in the day. Y'all used to just
wear cold killers.
Elbow pads and a full bar going in the middle of
we
your
was
joint.
Cold killers and y'all soft as shit looking pretty.
Who wear number 40? Like that ugly ass
what?
number. Like
you knew a truck was coming when 40 came through.
That shit was like this for no reason.
Somebody call my phone right now that play football with me. They know.
160 pounds like this for no reason trying to look big.
We used to chase I had the ball. I used to chase little motherfuckers like that.
I'm taking your legs out. I'm cool.
See, I kill. He'd be a speed bump. He's a speed bump.
Get up.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that?
And then next thing you know, I pull your shoestring and then you fall. You're like, what the fuck?
No. So I hope that helps a lot of you high school kids when y'all want to take these supplements, and I hope that the risk scares the fuck out of you. Your ball's gonna go up in your stomach. I hope that scares you.
Yeah. Stay away from that shit. But don't sum it up yet. So I wanted to go a little bit further, right? So, like I said, a lot of my research was like, how is PEDs in sports today? So the top 10 sports that you'll see a lot of like performance enhancement drugs. One, bodybuilding.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge one. That's probably like by far the most.
Yes, because the human body can't grow like that.
Right.
But go ahead.
Athletics, so like track and field, not cycling, but track and field, long distance running, all that stuff. They use that shit a lot. So that's where you hear a lot of track stars be on that steroid shit. Cycling, Lance Armstrong.
Yep.
His situation.
So, not to cut you off,
Right, you good.
what people need to know is that it gives you, they did test anywhere from an increase of 5 to 15% increase of performance.
Right.
When you take that.
And that's where you can see, like, all right, this person is abnormally gifted. Like, so, like, in a sense of Lance Armstrong, he already was gifted because supposedly his body can process blood faster. So a lot of lactic acid wasn't setting into his muscle, whereas though somebody like me getting on a bike and riding up this big-ass hill.
I'm tapped out.
Yeah. Whereas though you add that and the steroids to the point where he improving his stamina, his muscles, and all that type of stuff, he going to blow us out the water, where he could probably ride 10 miles full speed. I could only do 3 or 4.
The program, Lattimore. Remember the show? Remember the movie, The Program?
Place the table. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Why you keep naming these old ass movies?
Yo, because
I know what movie you're talking about, but it's like
because it's relevant when I'm going to tell you.
Yeah,
watch.
but it's everything.
Lattimore was ass.
Yeah,
he jumped on that shit. Everything that all the risks that I just thought about, all the risks that I named on the card, he went through.
Right.
He went through Roy Rage. He made the team. He ran outside, busted his head on the fucking window. He snapped out on him one time. Then when he was off that shit, he couldn't perform.
Exactly.
So it's relevant. You don't watch TV.
I just don't watch old shit.
It wasn't old.
About, like,
I watched it when it first came out. It wasn't
what
old.
Year was that?
Man, read your goddamn notes, man. Read your goddamn notes.
What year did that come out?
Read your goddamn notes.
It was like 1997 or some shit like that. I was 7 years old, bro. Yeah, like.
But then you want to claim a rapper from 1994
no,
95.
I just want to claim the 2000s on, but we're not going to get into that.
Right, we're not
All right, so then now the next one is weightlifting.
83? Oh, how about the
I was 3 years old talking about some of the program.
Well, I wasn't. Back then, that was the shit.
Apparently.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you got weightlifting, which is like bench press competitions, squatting competitions, that stuff. Powerlifting, that's also that stuff. Football is up there. Football, wrestling, rugby, boxing, and then aquatics.
So everything you named besides the weightlifting, multi-directional sports where that increase, that surge of the anabolic steroids kick in.
Right.
And that's that 5 to 15% increase.
Right. And now this is where I wanted to kind of like segue our conversation into like my little pod segment. Okay. All right. So now we entered in the pod.
We're entering the pod.
So
are we on time?
No,
No, we're not. We're on time? No?
No.
All right.
So
we got 2 more.
So
we're on the pod now. We off the main topic.
Yeah.
So we shift.
I mean, it's still the same thing, right?
All right?
So what it is pretty much, as I was doing my research, it was like one name kept popping up. And it's funny, like 2 weeks ago, I was just watching a documentary on Netflix called Hall of Shame. I don't know if anybody's seen it.
No, old ass documentary.
This is recent. You see how y'all don't watch TV. So look, it's a Hall of Shame. This guy named Victor Conti. Victor Conti. He owned a facility called Balco. It was a laboratory where they did blood tests on athletes, supposedly. but they came up with a pretty much invisible, undetectable steroid. They call it the Clear. Pretty much what he was doing, he was in charge of like Marion Jones, all those back in the day. Yeah, you watched it? See, we got one person here. So
I heard of the Clear though.
Yeah, he was in charge of Marion Jones, Barry Bonds, who else back in the day? Tim Washington, all the sprinters and stuff we heard back in the day that was juicing and got busted for it. He was behind it. So I was doing more digging, and he went to jail. Now he back out, but now this motherfucker's in the world. He's in the world of boxing now. So now he has a company. It's not called Balco. It's called Snack. So guess who's on his card? I mean, guess who's?
Don't say Crawford. God damn Crawford! You done fucking beat Spence up on that shit.
I'm not. Look, I'm not accusing this man of doing it, but bro, you might be guilty by association because. So Conti is trying to play the other side now, where he against doping. Now he did the shit. He got caught. He back out of jail. Now he back in the business, but he's saying like, I'm against it. I don't believe that shit.
Yeah.
Because now when I go back and watch the Crawford fights before, you never seen a Crawford fight that was that sharp, that bloody, that powerful. You don't see what he did to Spence the same way he did to the. Who did he fight before?
He fought God, what's the Ugas?
Yeah, you don't see that shit. No, not Spence. Who did Crawford fight before?
Crawford fought Ugas, didn't he? Crawford fought everybody that Spence fought.
But you don't see that shit.
Wow.
So it's like,
hey Spence, call me, man. We gotta get this shit together. The boy with it cheating, man. I got you.
So like he also got Devin Haney too. The boy Conti.
Wow.
Devin Haney over there too.
Wow.
So it's like
he needed though.
So right now they saying like they not juicing and all stuff like that, but at the same time it's like the bull has the mantra of everybody cheats, so it's technically not cheating. That's
not cheating until you get caught.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So I mean, I found that to be crazy.
Wow.
I was like, and I was about to ask Danny yesterday.
You should have.
Yeah, like, yo, bro, niggas be juicing? Yeah. They be juicing in that joint?
Well, it's hard because you got to take a piss test right after the fight.
Right.
So.
What was the bull name? It was one other fighter that got caught that was supposed to fight the Charlo brother in the past, and he got caught. I forget his name, though.
Wow.
He got caught. He actually got caught juicing. To the point
so
where they canceled
let me
it.
find out. The Grind 24/7 is about to put out there that is a possibility.
He's under investigation right now for like juicing.
Hey Spence, man, you better look into that because he whooped your ass.
I know, and
they beat the brakes off your ass.
And they about to come back and do the second fight. So
wow.
So I mean, that's crazy if he is.
You know, like I know, can't beat him joining. Go get some of that shit. Because the way he was whooping your ass.
Yeah, the boy Victor Conti trying to say like elevation training is what's making his athletes so much better. Between vitamins and minerals and elevation training, that's what's making them.
So the one thing I do know, you can't change those stripes. Because let's just play it out. It was steroids right out in the plane. You went under that and made clear.
Exactly.
To not be detected.
Right.
Now clear got detected. Now you're going to go underneath clear and call it elevation. I'm just saying. Right. I'm just saying. Right. Boy ain't shit.
Right. So
boy ain't shit.
For me, I don't know why he's allowed in sports.
Yeah, period. He should be banned. Well, I'll tell you this: if he get caught again, they're gonna ban him forever.
Yeah, but he should have been banned the first time. He was one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest scandals of like the early 2000s with all the Olympic runners and all that stuff. He was the one supplying the shit.
Yeah,
and then because they didn't know how to detect it, a lot of athletes probably never got found out or whatever the case may be.
Wow.
And so
that's crazy.
I thought that shit was crazy.
That's crazy.
I was like, damn, Crawford. Nah.
He ain't Crawford. Crawford did it. He did it.
I ain't say that shit, bro.
I said it.
I'm just saying, like, hey.
Guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah, exactly. All righty. All right.
I thought it was the other way around.
I know.
Not
right?
this time. He's guilty.
But that's really how America is. You're guilty until you proven innocent.
Only if you black.
Because they throw you in jail first.
Only if you black.
Hey, they throw you in jail. They wait till they can prove the shit, then take you to trial.
Yeah. They did a lot of us like that.
Not me. I ain't never go to jail.
Yeah. All right, we done with the pod.
Yeah, we done with the pod.
Okay, you know what time it is. It is top 5, ladies and gentlemen. Top 5. Top 5 ways to improve your life.
Just overall.
Overall, top 5. Number 1, get rid of her. It's like, no, I'm only joking.
Hey, Will, get rid of that.
Yeah, Will, get rid of her.
Get
ass.
rid of her.
Improve your
Life,
lifestyle.
right.
Top 5. Here we go. Number 5. Manage finances wisely. Create a budget, save money, and invest your financial future. Sound financial management reduces stress and provides security.
Yeah. That's number 5, though.
That's number 5.
Oh, shit.
So in other words, stay in your lane.
Yeah, stop.
If you know they make 100,000 and you make 30,000, don't go over there with them.
Don't go buy that car.
Don't do that. If you can't buy that car twice, do not buy it at all.
Wasn't Bam trying to do that when he first started making money here? And he was like, yo, bro, I'm going to go buy a motorcycle. Bro,
I'm like, bro, chill.
chill the hell out.
You need to let the whole season go through.
Just start making some bread, bro. Chill out. Relax.
Chill out. Number 4, learn consistently. I like that one. That's me. Keep expanding your knowledge and skills. Lifelong learning not only enhances your career, but also stimulates personal growth. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Jesus
And you
Christ.
got to be willing to learn outside of your niche of what you actually do.
And you got
And
to be
that's something
learning.
that I try to exercise. Like, this is one thing that the podcast is making us do too, right?
Learn a lot of shit.
Learn a lot of shit that we might not really even pay attention
Yeah.
to. So all the research that we're doing on a day-to-day is honestly helping us, because now if you talk to us about steroids, we're going to know that shit.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Not that we didn't know, but now we know.
I ain't know everything I now
No, I was going to
found
say,
out. You know
I
what mean?
didn't know detail. I
Right.
knew surface-wise, but to go into detail, some of the things I didn't know.
Now I'm going to look at Crawford so differently now in the second fight, because I'm like, is this motherfucker juicing?
Yeah.
Is he sharp? That was just a jab, but his shit bloody as shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when
Yeah.
it comes down to it, it's just like it increase your knowledge all around the board.
Yeah. Number 3, build strong relationships. Cultivate meaningful connections with family and friends. Strong, solid bonds contribute to happiness, emotional well-being.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
And it don't have to be family, because if I tell you about my family, you will not like them niggas.
But
I like to be around people.
I don't.
No. I'm all for being by yourself, but I like to be around people where I can bounce things off of. I like to be in conversations where we can have a healthy argument.
Right.
You stand strong on what you believe on, I stand strong on what I believe on. And if I'm wrong, then I'm gonna take your knowledge and apply it to what I got going on already. So I'm all for a good circle. A good circle is great.
And what they say, show me your friends, I'll show you your future.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So show me your 5 closest friends. Oh shit. I might be an alcoholic. 'Cause my closest 5 friends is fucking drunks. I ain't got my life together. Oh shit. Saturday somewhere.
Yeah.
Every day is Saturday, baby. I'm getting drunk at.
5
Hey, I
o'clock
got a lot
somewhere.
to celebrate today.
What?
I'll tell you after this. What number we on? 2?
2.
Number 2, set clear goals. Define your short-term and long-term goals, both personal and professional. Having a clear objective gives a sense of purpose and direction.
You know, I agree with that, but I look up sometimes and I'm like, how the hell did I get here?
Because
I didn't set my goal to do a half of the stuff that I'm doing.
that's
now.
not true.
I really didn't. Like, you know how you set your goal, like you want to train professional athletes?
Yeah.
That wasn't my thought process. I just wanted to learn. So when I came here as a trainer, my process wasn't about the reward that came along with it. I just wanted to learn.
But let me ask you,
Within learning, I ended up training and helping with.
But did you say to yourself, I want to be one of the best trainers?
Yeah.
That's a goal set.
And-
now, in that, see, you didn't in saying that you wanted to be the best trainer, it comes with being an athletic trainer. It comes with being a fitness trainer. It comes with being motivation. That trainer title came with all of that.
Right.
So yeah, you really did it. You just didn't break it down.
I
Like,
didn't break it down as far as like I want to train a pro athlete. I
Yeah,
just broke
I
it down
broke
as
mine's
like, I want to
down.
be the best.
you want to be the best
so
trainer.
I got to be around.
Yes. So when you said I wanted to be the best trainer, all of that came with it.
Right.
Mine's was I want to be the best athletic trainer. I didn't have fitness trainer in my goal, so there's no fitness people here. So no, you did it. You just
Right.
didn't realize it.
Gotcha.
So you didn't.
I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah, that's why I'm smarter. And number one. That's the old song. He don't know about that.
See, all this old shit.
Prioritizing self-care. I love this one here. This is so real. Make a self-care and daily habit. This includes getting enough sleep, eating balanced diet, exercising regularly, and managing stress through techniques like meditation and breathing.
Going on a fishing trip with your family. That's what that means.
We can pack this shit up. I ain't got time for this.
Self-love, self-care.
I'm gonna
take
tell you
care
what.
of yourself. You can't love.
I do
can't
self-care.
give you all of me if I don't love myself.
I do self-care.
Yeah, you do it every day. I do it within just my getting away and
I got
disconnecting.
different self-cares. Like one I call my groom day, where I groom my body, make sure my nails is done, make sure my feet is done, make sure I'm gonna cut the hair off of here, cut the hair off of there, make sure this. I got one day that I do that. I got another day where I'll just sit there and stare off in space. That's, I guess, considered my meditation day. Or like when I get out the car, I'm sitting before I get out the car.
What? Like you sitting in the car first,
Yeah,
before you get out.
before I get out. So I'll turn the car off and I'll just sit there. And I'm playing.
I do
rest
that
of my
before I
day
go
out.
in the house sometimes.
Yeah. So I'll do that before I come to work. I'll pull up, park, and just sit there. Quiet. Get my thoughts together. All right, cool. I got to finish this research. I got to get that beat together. I got to sip that beat off of here. And then I'm like, I've been dangling here and there about writing a book. It's all right.
You know what's crazy though? If you don't get that, you a total different person. You come in this bitch mad, like just go right in his office. Sometimes shut his door, like he don't talk to nobody.
Yeah, I had to get that off.
Or like if he don't think I'm gonna be here, and then he come in and I'm here, and he be like, "Damn, he's fucking here."
No, it don't be that.
He be like, I can't do what I wanted, how I planned it in my head, how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm not good with my routines is always the same thing. And if I break my routine, it screws me up. And I learned that I have to go woosah. Okay, it's not the end of the world. We gonna be okay. And then I'll come back out here all jipper. I come out here jipper and shit. But I have to wait a minute. Emotionally intelligent. So you wasn't here for the last show, but we were.
I wish I was though.
For what? We was cool. We ain't one of them dumbass questions you was trying to send in.
Yeah, I was trying to
ignore
send
that.
questions
He's not here. We not answering that shit. All right. So that's it for
Episode 6.
episode 6. But before I go, I gotta say, on the music side of things, we just released another single.
Oh, you got another
Another single. We just released another single. Love Me. Tiara. What's her name?
Rhea, man.
No, it's not Rhea yet. It's going to take 2 months to change the name.
Oh my God, she
Yeah.
take too long.
No. It's
She should have been released this music.
no. She changed her name because Tara was too hard to pronounce, so she had to switch it to Rhea.
Yeah.
And now, when you're doing it legally, it takes 2 months to change the name. So basically, it's still under Tiara.
You don't know your own artist.
No, I don't. I call it T. There,
Yeah.
boom, there. But anyway, I'm gonna have it on social media. I'm excited about that. As I said this morning, I'm excited about that. I'm excited
Song
about
fire,
episode 5 releasing today at 6 p.m. and at the same time recording episode 6 today. So
This
all
is
of
all your
this,
celebration.
I was going to say that this is why I'm getting drunk tonight. Boom.
You come up with a reason every single time.
I'm an alcoholic. I ain't quitting.
Oh, my
My mom ain't raised no quitter.
Yeah, mom ain't ready. Hey, for who? Ain't no damn quitter. It's dope. It's dope. That's the music thing is doing what it's doing. We got some more music that she's gonna drop. She kind of confused me because the song that dropped today wasn't the song that she said was supposed to drop.
But I think that's what she's been doing on her reels and dances too. So she just like, I'm gonna drop
It was already set up. We already talked about it, and it's a good song. It's not the one that I wanted her to drop, but she dropped it. She's in love with it. The
But
video
it
was
goes
done.
along with the theme of number 1 of our top 5.
Yeah.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Love
That's
me.
why. You see how I did that? I'm dope. I'm dope. I'm dope.
He didn't even think of that shit.
I did. That's why I
just
did it.
tied
That's
that
why I
shit
did it.
together.
No,
You
he
see how
didn't.
he always trying to steal my
I ain't
shit?
always. I am stealing that shit. What's wrong with this nigga?
But
Well, another great show.
yes. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shit. We ain't even get there yet.
We so bad at that.
Yeah.
But we want to thank y'all for
Yes.
tuning in to
Tuning
another episode of the Grind
The
24/7
Grind 24/7.
podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment.
and comment, good or bad.
Yeah, we don't care.
We don't
We don't
care.
care about the bad.
I want to hear the bad, so
But we ain't gonna
I
care.
can read it and look you in the eye,
give
in
a
the camera, and say "fuck you, fuck you." That was a song.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, that wasn't old.
Yeah.
was that? You know that?
See? Yeah, I know that one.
Damn,
But
fucking time.
he was trying to fire me last week.
Trying, I did. We fired him for one episode.
A man can't go on a vacation with his family no more.
Vacation. He just abruptly left. He said, "I'll be back." That's what he said.
Yeah,
That
I'm
wasn't.
back.
That wasn't vacation. That
Bro,
just.
uh,
He said, "I'll be
hey.
back," like I'm going to the store. I'll be back. I'm like, all right, cool. Tuesday rolled around. He didn't come back. Wednesday, he didn't. This was Monday. He said, I'll be back. Tuesday didn't show up. Wednesday didn't show up. Thursday didn't
I
show
told
up.
you
Friday.
I said, bro, I'm not going to be here next week. See, your problem is you getting old, so you forget. I'll say like
No, that's bullshit.
on
He
Thursday,
said-
I said, bro, I'm not going to be here next week.
no,
We-
you said
and you was like, all right.
you said Friday, I won't be here on Friday. And I'm like, all right, cool. Then Friday turned into Wednesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
And then he just kept going and going. So what
Hey,
the fuck?
man.
Okay, go ahead. That's all right. I get a new co-host, and she was good. She's on standby. So
She on standby.
she's on standby.
Shout out to Sheeta.
Good looking Sheeta was a great show. Probably the best show we have had thus far. Definitely the best co-host. Was the bomb.
Wait until he go away. Watch this.
I'm not
shit.
going. I'm not you. I don't
gonna
take
go away.
vacations. I don't do anything. I stay until we get it up and running.
We're going to see.
I'm not
We're
leaving.
Gonna see.
I'm
We're
not
going to
leaving.
see. You're going to go away one time and then
I'll be back on Friday
for the podcast.
for the show and then leave after that.
Right.
That's what I'll do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.